Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Rashmi and I'm gonna teach you essential biology to crack NEET. The first unit containing of 4 chapters is of 10 questions weightage. It means approximately 40 marks. The chapter is diversity in the living world. Look around, you will see a large variety of living organisms, be it plants, insects, birds, pet, and other animals. Also, several organisms that you cannot see with your naked eyes, but they are all around you. And if you were there to increase the area, you may observe many more organisms or living organisms. There are much greater number of living organisms in each different kind of plant, animal, organisms that you see represents a species. The rough number can be 1.7 to 1.8 million. Thus, in similar way, we know many plants and animals in our local language, and this local language vary from places to places. There are different languages within even a country. This is creating confusion because we didn't standardize the means to talk or to refer the organism. The need to standardize the naming of all living organisms in such a way that they are known by the same name all over the world is the process, and this process is called as nomenclature. Obviously, the nomenclature is possible when organism is described correctly, and this description is known as identification. For plants, the scientific names are based on principles of ICBN, that is International Code of Botanical Nomenclature. Whereas for animal it is ICZN, that is International Code of Zoology Nomenclature. Understanding nomenclature. Each name has two components. The first is generic name while the second is specific epithet, and these both are known as binomial nomenclature. The naming system was given by Carolus Linnaeus. For example, let's see mango. Mango is known as Mangifera indica, whereas the first, that is Mangifera, represents the genus, whereas indica represents the species. Universal rules of nomenclature. Biological names are generally in Latin and written in italics. The first word represents the genus, whereas the last represents the specific epithet. Both words, when handwritten, are separately underlined or printed in italics. First word denoting genus starts with the capital letter, whereas species starts with the small letter. Now, let us understand classification. Classification is the process in which anything is grouped into a convenient categories based on some easily observable characteristics. Scientific term used for this category is taxa. Thus, all the living organisms can be classified into different taxas. This process is known as taxonomy. Taxonomic categories. Classification is not a single process but involves hierarchy of steps in which each step represents a rank or category. First one is species. Group of individual organisms with fundamental similarities are grouped in a species. Genus. A group of related species which has more similarities or more characters in common than species, and thus this aggregate of a closely related species. Whereas family is a group of related genus. Family are characterized on the basis of both vegetative and reproductive features. Thus, as you have seen earlier, species, genes, and family is based on number of similar characters. Higher taxonomic categories are identified based on aggregate of character. Order is higher category and group of families, whereas class includes the related order. Phylum is based on common features like presence of notochord, etc. And kingdom. All the animals belonging to various phyla are designed at the highest category of the kingdom Animalia, whereas plants belongs to kingdom Plantae. Now let's note the weightage of diversity in living world. It consists of 4 chapters and has weightage of about 10 questions, that is approximately 40 marks. Hence it is the rank deciding unit. Please go through it thoroughly until we come out for MCQs with practice. Thank you.